Good morning, my friends. Today's objectives are students will be able to define a polygon, define a triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, undagon, and dotagon. And they will be able to make a book with shapes that we learned during the lesson. Our assignments are our definition graphic organizer and our shapebook. Our I can statements today are I can draw information that was presented visually, orally, and quantitatively and explain how the information contributes to the understanding of in the text in which it appears. And I can follow along while the teacher reads by answering questions and giving definitions of academic language. Our academic language is a decagon, that is 10 sides. Delighted, that means happy. Dissatisfied, that means unhappy. Donagon is 12 sides. A heptagon, 7 sides. Hexagon, 6 sides. Nonagon, 9. Octagon, 8. Pentagon, 5. A polygon has at least 3 straight sides and angles. A quadrilateral is 4 sides. A shapeshifter is a person or an object that changes multiple times. Symphony orchestra is a type of band that plays classical music. Triangle has 3 sides, and an undagon has 11. Our central focus for today is that our central focus for the content is about the students learning newfound shapes by reading a book and filling out worksheets to put their knowledge down. The teacher will be able to show the students the greedy triangle through a picture walk and reading the book afterwards. With both activities for the book, the students will be asked questions that will cause them to infer and use their opinions on what will happen. As the students are asked more questions, they will have to use their opinions. When the reading is done, the students will finish 2 worksheets that will go along with the information that they learned in the book. Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to be reading an exciting book called The Greedy Triangle. Let's go over the cover. Can anyone describe what they see? Lovely observations, my friends. What do you think we are going to be learning about? Any guesses? Wow, I have such great guessers in my classroom. The author of our book is Marilyn Burns. She is a world-renowned mathematician. Does anyone know what exactly a mathematician is or anything that they do? Yes, you are correct. A mathematician is an expert of math and they create new knowledge that is found in the field as well. We are going to do a picture walk. Please gather around so that everyone can see the book and participate. Alrighty, my friends, can anyone summarize what a picture walk is? Correct. A picture walk is when you scan through the books without reading the words and only looking at the pictures to try and guess what the books are about. Since we know what a picture walk is, we are going to do it, and I'm going to ask you questions every 2 pages. After we finish the picture walk, we are going to be reading the book fully. Are we ready to get started? Page 2 through 3. Question: what kinds of things do you see on this page? Answer: triangles and squares or rectangles all over the page. Food that is cut into triangles, houses and boats. A bridge and instruments called a triangle. 4 through 5. How many triangles do you see? More than 50 triangles. Pages 6 through 7. Can anyone infer what might be happening to the triangle on this page? Answer: a bad purple guy is talking to him into the dark room and there might be bad magic going on. Pages 8 through 9. What shape is all over these pages? We see squares, diamonds, rectangles, and circles. 12 through 13. What is happening to our friend, the triangle, in this book? Bad purple man is using magic on our friend. 14 through 15. What stands out on these pages? Standing out is different sports, stars and drawings, buildings, and even cars. 16 through 17, we keep seeing the purple blob figure. Do you know if he's bad? Answer: Purple Man is making magic juice for our friend. 18 through 19, do you know this shape that is all over these pages? Honeycomb shapes or hexagons. 20 through 21, the colors on these pages are getting darker. Do you know something bad is going to happen? Our triangle friend might be in trouble because the purple man could be using his magic again. 22 through 23, our friend Triangle does not look too good. What do you think is wrong with him? Our friend is falling down a hill, so their shape and body is getting messed up. 24 through 25, what do you think the purple blob's figure is? Some kind of bad magic. 26 through 27, does anyone know what shapes are found on these pages? Answer: we are going back to triangles, but there are squares and rectangles. 28 through 29, what do you think our friend the triangle is feeling right now? We feel that he is feeling happy or sad. 30 through 31, do you think we will learn a lot through this book? Yes or no? The answers may vary. Wow, my friends, you did such a great picture walk. I am so proud of you. Since we have finished our picture walk, we are going to move on to our reading of the book. As we read the book, we are going to go over academic language, questions, and then answers. I will be reading small chunks throughout the book. Before we go over the academic language, questions, and answers, if you have any questions while we are reading, please raise your hands. Are we ready to read the book fully? Okay, great. Let's get started. To start our book, once there was a triangle that was at most triangles are always busy. The triangle spent its time holding up roofs, supporting bridges, making music in a symphony orchestra, catching the wind for sailboats, being slices of pies and half of sandwiches, and much, much more. The triangle's favorite thing, however, was to slip into place when people put their hands on their hips, that they always are to hear the latest news, which I can tell my friends. The triangle's friends like hearing the news. One day, the triangle began to feel dissatisfied. I'm tired of doing the same old things, it grumbled. There must be more to life, so the triangle went to see the local shapeshifter. How may I help you? Shapeshifter asked the triangle. I think if I had just one more side and one more angle, said the triangle, my life would be more interesting. That's easy to do, said the local shaper. Poof! The shapeshifter turned the triangle into a quadrilateral. Our academic language we learned was triangle has 3 sides. A symphony orchestra is a type of band that plays classical music. Dissatisfied means unhappy. Shapeshifter is a person or an object that changes into multiple things. And a quadrilateral has 4 sides. Our questions are: when you are looking outside in your house or outside, do you see any triangles in your view? The answers may vary. What news do you think that the triangle tells his friends? All different kinds of news. Next question, why do you think the triangle turned into a quadrilateral when he became dissatisfied? The answer is the triangle wanted to become a different shape to become more interesting. Our next section is life changed in a wonderful way. The quadrilateral was so happy with all the new things that it could do. The quadrilateral could be a baseball diamond, or first, second, or third base. It could take a position on a checkerboard or a chessboard. It could be a television screen, a computer screen, a movie screen. It could frame windows, it could frame pictures, and so much more. The quadrilateral's favorite thing, however, was to be on the pages of a book. I have learned so many interesting stories this way, which I can tell my friends. The quadrilateral friends liked to hear his stories. But one day the quadrilateral began to feel dissatisfied. "I'm tired of doing the same old things," it grumbled. "There must be more to life." So the quadrilateral went back to the shapeshifter. How may I help you?" said the shapeshifter, asked the quadrilateral. "I think I just want one more side and one more angle. And that," said the quadrilateral, "my life would be more easy." "That's easy to do," said the shapeshifter. Poof! The shapeshifter turned the quadrilateral into a pentagon. Our academic language is pentagon. It has 5 sides. Question: What did our friend go back to get the shapeshifter? Yes, he was dissatisfied and wanted to become another shape. Our next question: Where do you see squares around you? We see squares around you everywhere. For example, table, paper, books, TV, and whiteboard. Our last question is: how many squares do you see on this page? The answer is there is a lot of squares on this page, more than 30. Pages 14 through 17, our academic language is hexagon, is 6 sides. Questions are: why did our friend change again? Answer: he changed again because he was sad that he couldn't tell his friends the secrets that were given to the Pentagon building. How many sides or angles are we up to now? We are up to 5 angles and 5 sides. Do you know any examples of pentagons around us? Baseball fields, a regular house, and more important buildings. 18 through 25, our academic language is heptagon, 7 sides, octagon, 8, ninagon, 9, and decagon, 10 sides. Our question is: why is our friend ignoring his other friends? He was too focused on being a new person that he forgot about his friends. Next question would be: would you like a friend like that shape? I would not like a friend like him because he was too focused on himself. Next, hexagons are a weird shape, so they are not everywhere. But when you do find it, where will it be? They will be house tiles, patterns of furniture, crackers, etc. Last question in this section: why did he go back to the shapeshifter and change again? And what did he change into? He did not want to become any more shapes other than the shape he was at the beginning, which was a triangle. He missed his friends and missed his old life. He could not balance both worlds. Our last section is 26 through 29. Our academic language is delighted, which means happy. How is our friend feeling now that he is back to his old life? Answer: he is now happy that he is back with his old life and his old friends. Next question: what is his favorite part of being a triangle? His favorite part is hearing gossiping secrets to tell his friend as he hides in the shapes of the world. Last question: does our friend know now that he must balance his life with what is important to him? Yes, he knows that it is important to balance his life with his wants and his needs, and he knows that his friends are more important than anything. Our summary is, and in the book we have a friend and he is happy that the shape that he is, but as time goes on, the life he wants is a bit more extravagant, and the life that he lives is boring. As we read through the book, our friend keeps changing into different shapes with more and more sides and angles, which, while he keeps changing, he is slowly losing his friends and gets stuck into the life of being able to change and change who he is. Our moral of the story is liking who you are and not having to change yourself to be happy. As we slowly change in ourselves, we learn that it is more important. We learn that the more important things are people that stay in our lives because we work to keep them. As our friend kept changing, he lost friends because he wanted to keep changing. He loved to keep changing into different shapes, but at a certain point he lost his friends, and the change he became sad and lonely. He finally changed back to who he really is and learned that to balance he needs to balance his wants and his needs. Awesome job, my friends. Thank you so much for paying attention and answering my questions while we were reading the book. High fives all around. Great. We are going to move on to our worksheet for today. The worksheet is called Show Me the Lines. With this worksheet, you are going to draw a line from one column to another. You can use different colors when you are doing each line, or you can use your pencil. Please take out what you want to write with. Fantastic. Let's get started. I will be doing the very first example. Okay, so our first example is a donegon. Can anyone tell me what a donegon, how many sides a donegon has? Yes, that is correct. It has 12 sides. Please make sure you draw a line from donegon to 12 sides. This is what I have drawn so far. Does yours look the same? Perfect. We will do one more before I let you work on with your table partners. The next one is hexagon. How many sides does a hexagon have? Yay, correct. Boys and girls, you are learning so much. A hexagon has 6 sides. Please make sure you have a line drawn from hexagon to 6 sides. Now that I am done with the examples, please work with your table partners. Please use your indoor voices. I will be looking around to see if there is any questions. I love hearing the conversations between each partners. I will be posting examples on the whiteboard, but I will go over them quickly all together again. Octagon has 8 sides, triangle 3, decagon has 10, undagon has 11, nonagon has 9, a heptagon has 7, quadrilateral has 4, and a pentagon has 5. To show you what it would look like all at the end, here is the example. I used all different kinds of colors and I circled each line with a coordinating color. Alrighty, my friends, how did we all do? Did we get everything correct? Amazing. I am so happy. We are going to be doing one last activity for today. Let us get started with that activity. The activity we are going to be doing is called a shape book. With this activity, we are going to be making a book with all the shapes that we've learned today in the greeting triangle. Instead of making the actual book in class, we are going to make a rough draft. I will pass out the worksheet with everything separated and spelled out for you. You will be writing the number of each side the shape has, and then you will draw a rough draft or sketch of the said shape. I will be going over the first 2 shapes on the list, then you will have the rest of the period to finish the worksheet. Once you have finished the worksheet, you will then use the worksheet to use it for homework. Okay, let's get started on our examples. The first shape is a triangle. How many sides does a triangle have? Yes, a triangle has 3 sides. Please write that information down. Now, please write that information down. Now, can I have someone come up to the board and show me what a triangle looks like? Awesome. Our friend Drew on the board is correct. Now, everyone, please draw on their paper the same thing that they see. I love to see everyone's drawing skills. This is what I have. So we have 3 and there are 3 sides. Our next one is a quadrilateral. Now, how many sides does a quadrilateral have? Fantastic answer. A quadrilateral has 4 sides. Now, please write that next to the box next to it. Great. Who wants to show us what a quadrilateral looks like? Wow, that is great. You are correct. Our friend drew the correct shape on the board. I will then draw another one on the piece of paper as you draw one on your board. Okay, so this is what a quadrilateral has: 4 sides and 4 sides with the shape. Okay, great. Now you have the rest of the period to work on your paper if you are not done with your homework. 2 questions I would ask were: restate 2 names of the new shapes that we learned today, comprehension, and illustrate what a decagon is, application. Since you have the rest of the time period to finish your worksheets, I will quickly go over what we learned today. During class, we were able to read the greedy triangle by doing a picture walk, then reading the actual pages. As we were going through the picture walk, we were able to answer questions and infer what was going on through the book. When we read the book, we went over academic language, questions, and answers for those questions. By answering the questions, we were able to discuss and infer what is happening or what will happen in the book. We learned tons of new academic language, especially names of shapes with different sides of numbers, or numbers of sides. The academic language we learned was decagon, 10 sides. Delighted means happy, dissatisfied means unhappy. A donagon is 12 sides. A heptagon is 7 sides. A hexagon is 6. A nonagon is 8, 9. A hexagon is 8. A pentagon is 5. A polygon has at least 3 straight sides. In angles, a quadrilateral has 4 sides. A shapeshifter, a person or an object that changes into multiple things. A symphony orchestra is a type of band that plays classical music. A triangle has 3 sides, and an ondagon has 11. Please continue working on your worksheets. If you are finished, you may start and create the real shape book on the information that you've worked on the worksheet. You'll be doing this by copying what you drew and wrote by making it more colorful and creative. If you need me, I will be at my desk while walking around. I will be at my desk or walk around the classroom. Have a great rest of your day.